Guys, it's Chook Man here once again. I want to go back a couple of steps and just, share my story. Why I'm doing my story is one, I think if someone can take anything out of my story, even if it's just a little bit of motivation and willpower and mindset about they can achieve things in life, I think anyone can do it. It's just a matter you got to just sort of tell yourself you can do it, because from where I've come from and from where I am today, I've kicked goals and I've come miles, and I'm not putting tickets on myself. I'm just telling you how it is. So what I mean by this is you're looking at a person now that's come from hardship, hard knocks, to sad stories, being abused, being bashed, being assaulted, being robbed, being pushed from pillar to post, being an alcoholic, not drugs, but alcohol. Age 13, I decided to pick up a beer and have a drink, and then I got a taste of alcohol, and from age 13, I started drinking. Not all the time, but slowly started drinking, and ruining my life, ruining my body, ruining my mind, as all things are mind. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's a true saying. Your mind is a powerful thing. And it doesn't matter, I had a disability since I was born. And I never ever thought that I'd be where I am today. And also, I've had acquired brain injuries. My first bad brain injury was when I was in Jerilderie, New South Wales. I was working with the horses. I went to the pub, the boss won a country race, and stupid me went to the pub. The boss told me, "Don't get pissed, you," meaning me, and I didn't listen to him. So I went to the pub in the afternoon and got blind drunk. Well, I soon found out that alcohol was bad news. The next morning, they found me clinically dead in the gutter in Jerilderie, New South Wales. They found me 7 o'clock the next morning in the gutter. The street cleaner found me. I was bleeding on the back of the brain. I had a cracked pelvis. I had a fractured shoulder. And lots of other injuries towards that assault. So for one person that can survive and manage and move on in life, that was one hell of a ride, man, and I'm telling you. So I was about 19 years old when that assault happened. I put it down to alcohol, because if it wasn't for the alcohol, I wouldn't have been there. If I hadn't have went to the pub, it wouldn't have happened. So you can get back to saying woulda, shoulda, coulda, but it comes to common sense. So I went to hospital for 2 years. I had to go to rehabilitation for the bad accident and assault that I was in. I spent many years in and out of rehab, trying to get my, I've just lost track, trying to get my speech right, so I could learn how to talk properly, walk again. Could you imagine a cracked pelvis? You'd have to really kick someone pretty hard to crack someone's pelvis. So then I went from rehab, got out of rehab, got back into the alcohol again. Then getting a little bit older, I got into another bad accident. Alcohol again. Bad choices in life. Hanging around with other people like myself that just didn't give a stuff in life. They drank, they smoked cigarettes, they done dumb things. You attract the people that are like you in life, but you just got to be smart enough to stay away from those type of people, because you start getting sucked into their bad habits, and then you don't achieve anything in life. So we're getting back to the second bad accident. Pushed off a 3-story balcony in Flemington Flats. Landed on my head. I've got a metal plate across here. I've got a metal jaw. And one of my eyes got popped out. So then there's another bad accident that I've been through. Assault. A woman pushed me off the balcony when I was pissed. So we're going to go back to the alcohol again and doing silly things, not using our brains when we should. So I was taken back to hospital once again with critical brain injuries, another bleed on the brain, another broken jaw into 6 places in here, wired my jaw shut for 6 months, had to drink out of a straw like that. Wasn't good, guys, I'm telling you now, was not good. So my teeth were jammed like that and had wire all through here, under there, all wired, had to be shut for 6 months so that all the plates and all that could heal in my jaw, so I've got a metal jaw now. So there's another dumb move, alcohol again, not using my trams and trains, your brains of course, I like to use, other words that rhyme. But being seriously, guys, through going through all these assaults and accidents, being awarded a state, hasn't been easy for me. I had to grow up the hard way, not the easy way. Coming from Thomastown when the roads were dirt. There's another story in that too. Going to back when I was fostered out from the orphanage to Thomastown. There's another sad story in itself. This little boy that just wanted to be happy and understood. He never got love and he never got to be understood. All he got shown was violence. So that's another story in itself. So that's the second story, pushed off a 3-story balcony. Ended up with another critical brain injury. So that's just some of my bad luck in life that I've had. But I'm telling you guys, don't ever let your disability get in your way of achieving goals. I never thought in the world that I could get my semi-license, car license, bike license. Now all those licenses were taken off me when I had my first brain injury. Then time went past, I had to go and get certificates, I had to go and prove to the doctors and the police force and all the other Vic Roads people that I was stable enough to hold my licence. So this is a big, big whirlwind of some of my life that I've been through, living on the streets, down St Kilda when St Kilda was St Kilda. So that's another story that's going to come, that's very interesting journey of my life. That's why now I'm 53 and I'm realising life is so precious. You've got to grab it with both hands and do as much as you possibly can. And sure, there's going to be people out there that don't like the Chook Man. Well, bad luck. Hey, while you're annoying me, you're not annoying anyone else. Life's too short. If you don't like me, don't talk to me, mate. Simple as that. So, I've lived a colourful life. No, I haven't done jail. I was smart enough to stay out of that world. I learnt from a young age, from coming from nothing to having nothing, I would go without stuff, and I had morals and I had common sense that told me to stay out of some stuff in life. My life hasn't been a bunch of roses, but what I'm getting at to is whatever life chucks at you your way, you just gotta tackle it with both hands and keep soldiering on. Alright guys, that's just some of the Chook Man's story about hard times, you know, as Michael Crosielli says, hard times never last. He's right on the money, man. You know, life is what you make of it. You know, if you want to go down that shit road, you'll go down that shit road. If you want to go down the good road, you'll go down that good road. So all you people out there with a disability, brain injuries, mental problems, don't ever give up. Alright man, that's the Chook Man over and out.